Hi, this is Micornus, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are continuing with the same topic that speaks about what makes productive people to be ultra productive, what makes the productive people to be even more productive in their lives. And that is part 4 today that we're dealing with. And I hope that will help you as a young man and you become ultra productive in your life as well. And I want to today focus on some few aspects as well that will actually uh, help you to become very, very productive as well and become even more productive in your life. The first thing is that the people that are ultra productive, people that are productive, they leave work on time. They leave work on time. And this is very, very important. You can always do more schedule time to for life, but it's very, very important that you are prioritizing in your life. Now, the people that are very productive are people that know that I'll do this project from this time to that time. And they will actually embark on that project and they will do it for that particular time. And also, when it is the time up for that particular project, they move away and they go to the next project as well. Now, we speak about they leave work on time. So you can always do more schedule time for life. And remember that when you are actually focusing on your work at that particular time and you leave that particular work and say, I'm done because of the time is gone, you are going to find yourself to schedule another time to continue with the project while you're going to apply your mind fully and become fresh. The problem is that when somebody is just overdoing the work and continue doing it even when the time is over, you end up actually cluttering yourself with a lot of stress, which will, as a result, become a hindrance to you actually focusing. It will disturb you from doing much more, and you will find yourself actually failing to do proper work going forward because of that. And I want to emphasize the fact that when you are able to schedule your time, leave your work early, or leave your work on time, you are able also to schedule for other things, as I said, relaxation, as I said, enough sleep, as I mentioned as well, healthy lifestyle as well, maybe going to the gym and so on. That's very, very important. And people that are productive, you'll see that they don't just focus and concentrate on the work. They schedule time for their work and they are able to do it articulately while they're still fresh. And while they continue doing that, they are able to schedule other things in life that are refreshing them. Very, very important that we look at. Now, people that are productive and that becomes even ultra productive are those that they think about minutes, not hours in their lives. And this is a very important point. And I must really say that sometimes we plan about years and we plan in a year. Next year, I want to do this and so on. And sometimes there are people that will say, no, next month I'll do this and so on. And we go to the long-term time that squeezes time so much to an extent that when you have said that next year I'll do this, you end up not seeing what happened to that year. The year goes so quick, and you even sometimes ask yourself, what happened to what I said I'll do this year? And purely is because you actually focused on a year, you didn't focus on months. And sometimes you focus on months, you don't focus on weeks. Sometimes you focus on weeks, you don't focus on days. And some people focus on days, they don't focus on hours. But I'm saying productive people don't even focus on hours. They focus more on minutes because every minute then becomes very important. Every minute becomes so crucial. Every minute becomes very valuable. So therefore, their time is money. And therefore, they are always very careful of how much they spend on a certain aspect of their lives. How much do they invest their time in? And what will be the return in investment of anything that they actually spend their time on? So every single minute then becomes very important. They ask themselves, if I spend my time in doing this, what value do I get? So every single minute then counts. And when you waste a minute, remember, you would have wasted a lot of time. And that's the reason that people that are very careful about not wanting to waste the minutes, and therefore their hours then becomes very valuable. Now, I want to emphasize as a young man that if you want to become productive people, they think about the minutes, not hours. And the more you start thinking about hours, you are actually starting to become less productive, because you would have lost the minutes by the time that you think about an hour. And by the time the hour comes, it comes and go as well, purely because you have actually focused so much on an hour and never focused on minutes. And I'm emphasizing this because there are many of us who are less productive purely because we are focusing on minutes, while people that are wise, people that are productive, they focus on minutes, not only on hours. And that's very, very important that we mention that. Then I want to also mention that productive people, they become extra productive or ultra productive and even more productive because they switch between tasks to preserve energy. Now, I must really say that this is actually something that I would urge young men that are busy with exams as well, you are busy with schooling as well, that a concentration level and energy levels that you need are actually able, you are able to save energy by actually juggling between tasks. Because when you do one task that is actually heavy in physically, psychologically, and so on, you are actually going to be exhausted and you may not be able to move on to the other task. So wise people that are productive in their life, they're able to switch between tasks to preserve some energy. And this is deliberate, and they do it deliberately. And I must really say, if you are not aware of that, so please try it, whereby when you move and switch around the tasks and do something, and while you are busy doing that and pause it a little bit and do something else, you'll realize that you're saving energy and you actually become energized actually throughout the rest of the day when you've been able to juggle tasks. Because remember that boring stuff that you might be busy with are the ones that are going to make you to feel tired and exhausted. And sometimes people that get more exhausted are people that are doing jobs that they don't like because there's nothing interesting in that. But those that are doing real exploratory work in their workspace, whereby they're seeing new tasks and new things to be done and projects that are coming, and you realize that you remain motivated, you remain very, very energy filled as well, and you are able actually to continue with same wonderful energy in your life purely because you are able to see motivating things amongst the tasks that you are busy doing. And this is very important. And I'm emphasizing this because we have seen that there are many people that are actually struggling actually to keep concentration, particularly because they are switching around, they are not switching tasks amongst things that they are doing. So when you are doing that, you preserve the energy. And as I said, deliberately switch between creative, analytic things, and also make sure that you switch around them, move from creative to analytic, move from analytic maybe to admin, and some physical work as well in between. And sometimes it's just reflective tasks as well. Tasks that you can sit down and reflect and look at how good that is and the success of it. Just reflect on the results of it as well. Very important as well, because when you start to switch tasks, because tasks are not the same. There are those that are creative tasks. There are those that are analytic tasks. There are those that are admin heavy tasks as well. There are those that are physically involved, so they involve your physique and so on. There are those that are just purely reflective tasks. Those are helping to reduce your mental fatigue as well. Because when you're mentally fatigued or tired, it is difficult actually to concentrate on anything anymore. And you would agree with me that sometimes we are physically tired purely because we are actually tired mentally. And when you're mentally tired, you become automatically physically tired. So please remain that and remain actually focused by changing and switching tasks, and then you become productive at all times. And that's the reason why we're mentioning and say productive people are becoming ultra productive mainly because they are able to switch between tasks to preserve some energy. I want to end up here today, your host, Micornus, Phokane, the leader and the founder of Young Men Empowerment Forum. I hope that you've learned quite a bit. We will actually wrap up this topic tomorrow. And I believe you'll join us as we deal with part 5 tomorrow of this very same topic. And the good Lord will bless you as you check with us. But before I check out right now, just remember our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum. Don't forget, on the same note, we are also having a YouTube channel on Young Men Empowerment Forum and Micornus Phokane. So please subscribe to that and click notification buttons as you like our Facebook pages. Don't forget also our TikTok account, which is trending in a big way, and I believe that will be helpful for you as well. Allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.